Hey guys, how's it going? And welcome back to another episode on the survival world. That's right, we are back with a whole nother episode. I am back in the base today for once. We are not in the end, and that is because, well, I do want to make a walkway that goes around all the gateways, but I simply don't have the materials to do it right now. So, yeah, I'm currently in the process of gathering those. I hope you enjoyed that third-person time-lapse before the intro just then. Mining a whole bunch of sand, because basically what I want to make it out of is stained glass. And so there's two things that I want to build in today's episode. I want to build a super smelter to start off with, and then towards the second half of the episode I want to build a flower farm. But first thing to note, Optifine is out for 1.15. That's right, we can now dramatically zoom in on our face, just like this, because Optifine is out! And shaders don't work at this current point in time, unfortunately. Yeah, you see I turn the shaders on, it doesn't actually do anything. Something I do want to mention though, is I'm now playing in smooth lighting mode, because for the longest time I've had it turned off. I don't quite know why. Well, mainly because of lighting up caves and stuff like that, but I've decided to go ahead and turn it on. My friend convinced me to turn smooth lighting mode on, so now I'm playing with it on, and I've fallen in love with how the game looks. It looks infinitely better. I don't know why I never did it. I don't know, but anyway, today we're not going to be really talking about that. My shovel's almost broken. I should probably get that fixed at some point, but anyway, I've been doing a whole bunch of breeding of the cows, and now we've got, you know, a whole lot of steak, but more importantly, well, not more importantly, but we've got 4 stacks of leather. I don't even know what we're going to do with all that leather. We've just got loads and loads of leather. Anyway, so the first project for today, as I've said before, is I want to make a super smelter. So luckily I've got a whole lot of cobblestone here and a few furnaces down here as well. I might actually keep these just for like general use. Nah, I'll use these in the super smelter. If I craft these into furnaces right here, that'll give us 8, so 12. That's 6 on each side. Should I go for 8 on each side? I might try and go for 8 on each side. So I just need to craft up 4 more. There we go. So that's 16. That is 8 on each side. That's 16 items smelted at a time. That's not bad. You put in a stack and it only requires 4. Yeah, wow. Only 4 smelting cycles. So that will be really, really good. So now, I guess, also for fuel for this thing, I do want to use sticks because I've got a lot of those from the witch farm. In fact, I'm going to head over there now and just show you how many sticks I have. I was going to do a fancy cut there, but I thought I wanted to say that Optifine is having some serious issues. I can't see anything that's going on. I'm going to have to relog. Oh no, I still can't see anything. Oh, it only does a chunk at a time. So I'm going to have to go along and just destroy blocks as I go through the chunk. Oh, this is going to be annoying. Okay, here's the portal. You can see from the particle effects. Yeah, Optifine is currently in a preview version. Please let relogging work in this situation. It worked. Okay, that's good. Something I also want to do in the relatively near future is flatten out a lot of this swamp right here, because, to be honest, I kind of need to do that. I do want to do some form of a perimeter one day, where you mine out all the blocks using like a TNT dispensing thing, but for now I think I'm just going to cover the surface with water and then maybe light up the caves. But yeah, you can see we've got a whole lot of sticks from this witch farm, and although there's not, sticks only do I think half an item, so you need 2 sticks per item smelted. We got 16 furnaces. This is more than 16 stacks of sticks, so that's more than 32 per furnace, which is I'm going to have to do my maths. We will be able to smelt 10 stacks of items. That's not... Oh, hello. 10 stacks of items isn't a huge amount of items. Let me just recount. Yeah, this is 20 stacks of sticks right here, and we will be able to smelt 10 stacks of items with that. That's less than I thought. Jeez. Well, I don't know. Maybe we can figure something out. Anyway, I'm gonna head all the way back to the portal here and start setting up this super smelter. Alright, so I've got all the materials required for this super smelter right here. Well, most of the materials, not necessarily all of the materials. Anyway, I've got to think of a place to put this. Because I want to build some form of a bulk storage area for a bunch of farms. I might have to... I don't know if I want to use this side of the base, because I've kind of been doing everything on this side, right? So I kind of don't really want to end up blocking it off. Maybe I can expand around the back here? Yeah, let's try and expand around the back. I'm going to clear a few trees out here, and yeah, I'll be back with you once I've gotten a fair amount of these trees cleared out. Alright guys, so I have got a lot of the trees cleared in this area, and I had to clear, I think, 3 giant trees, and they are a pain to clear, especially when you get like the really big ones. And I still don't know whether there's any... There's still a log in here. This is the most painful part, because you think you chop down the whole thing, and there's still a log sitting in there somewhere. Okay, I think I've got every single log now. But anyway, we have gotten a whole lot more oak logs from that, which is really good. Plus a few extra sticks which we can always use for smelting. But yeah, we might have to go and gather a whole bunch of coal, which shouldn't be too difficult, since we have this fortune pick right here, and coal is very, very common. But I'm kind of bummed out. I was hoping that I'd be able to completely sustain myself off the sticks from the witch farm. I don't know, maybe if I AFK there a little bit more. But anyway, now it's time to actually just start construction on this thing. So I'm thinking I kind of want to leave a little bit of space over here for the bulk storage area, and maybe start constructing it a little bit over here. So I'm gonna start laying down some furnaces here, and I think... You know what, I think I'm just going to start by putting down these hoppers. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Just like that. That hopper will just go all the way down to here. Yep, there we go. Okay, so yeah, I'm just going to start laying out all the furnaces and all of the different things for this super smelter. And I'll be back with you once I have done that. Guess what I forgot to do again? I forgot to hit record. I love it when this happens. I just, because I turned my recording off, it's something I've never done. I never used to do in YouTube, not until this series began. I normally just keep the recording running for the whole time just in case something happens, but I've realized disk space is a valuable thing, and it's a lot more convenient to just cut the clip off. That being said though, I forget to start recording, so yeah, this is the progress I've made right here. You can see I've got the hopper minecart going in, and that'll go along the top of the hoppers here, and evenly disperse them into these furnaces, and then they will just go into these chests. I'm not going to bother with anything fancy just yet. I can do that maybe later on in the episode, or in a future episode or something. But anyway, basically you'll put items into this chest, it will get evenly distributed into the 2 sides, because we'll have another hopper under there taking it evenly from both sides. And then I want to have some sort of redstone system that stops the hopper until no more items are flowing through. I think that would be possible, as long as... So this has 5, 10, 15... As long as you don't have more than 15 stacks, you should be good. That's more than 13. If you have more than 30, sorry. If you have more than 30 stacks, it may not work. So, yeah, that's something to be wary of. But that's probably fine. It's probably not a huge issue. But anyway, maybe... Oh, okay, what I could do... this might require the chest to be 1 block high, though. But what I can do is make it go through a chest... So essentially there'll be no backup, because if you put too many items in here, sorry about that, if you put too many items in here, then the items could back up, so this fills up, this fills up, this fills up, and then this fills up, and it'll be basically detecting it off this hopper, to see if items are flowing through, and if items are getting jammed up in here, they'll never go through the smelter, so that's something to be wary of. So yeah, I guess putting another chest in the mix would probably be a good idea. So I guess I'd have to raise this up by 1 more, and then add extra hoppers and whatnot. But anyway, that should go down into there, yep. Alright, so I guess I'm going to go ahead and do that and try and gather the materials for the rest of the hoppers on the other side, and I'll be back with you once I've done that. Alright, so I've got the hoppers going in on both sides just like this, as you can see, and now I'm going to try and go ahead and do the redstone. Now this is where my expertise really shines. Expertise. I mean, I'm not the best, I'm not the most knowledgeable person when it comes to redstone, but I try. Anyway, I think I'm going to go ahead and put in a couple repeaters here, and my idea for the design is that I can put in a pulse extender, so that'll be just like this, So essentially it'll be detecting items, and I may as well show you here. It puts an item through, it'll detect it, and then the pulse will stay on for a while, and that'll get sent into here. And then so basically it needs to turn this off, meaning I'll need some form of a redstone torch, to turn that off. Hopefully I'll be able to activate that relatively easily. I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to be able to activate that. Maybe what I can do is if I destroy these, I can try and compact it a little bit by putting a couple blocks up here and destroying these blocks. This might encroach on the space we have down here a little bit. Yeah, that's not great, is it? At the same time though, I don't really have a huge amount of choice because that's going to have to go across there anyway. I can probably replace these with slabs relatively easily, so that it might not be too much of an issue. Anyway, if we put redstone dust on the top of both of those, that should be able to activate a pulse extender underneath, just like this, and then that one there. And then if we put this redstone dust here, that should be a pulse extender. Hopefully this will work. And then what we can do is have that go into some, this isn't going to go super well. Have it go into some redstone torches here. If I just craft up another one, actually I only really need one. It's probably better if I only have one, but I'll make two anyway, just for symmetry's sake. Just like this. Okay, so that should be good. So now I guess it's just time to test it. Oh, well, first of all, I need to I kind of forgot about that. Let's make two levers right here, just like so, and activate the other side of the line over here. If we just place a couple levers, just like so. There we go. Okay, so these guys are running across, and that should be good. I don't like how they're constantly running, I have just realized, but I'm not going to worry about it too much. Anyway, if we place, say, 62 items in here, that should stop the hoppers just like so, the hopper minecarts to go in, and then that'll go through. That stays in for a little bit longer, and there's no items left there, and so it should be evenly distributing it through all of the furnaces. So let's see, 3, 3, 4, that's not right, okay, and 4, yep. It's looking good, it is looking good. Okay, we've got an extra one in the end there, kind of unavoidable, but it's looking good. That's looking very, very good. And it's done. This super smelter system seems to be pretty damn done, which is totally, totally awesome. I didn't expect that to be that short of a process. That's really awesome. Okay, so now we've finished our super smelter right here. And yeah, that's it. Now we can just put items in here. We'll have to stock it up with fuel, obviously. I'm not going to bother with another minecart system that inputs the fuel, because that's just a little bit too much effort in my personal opinion. But now I'm going to put some fuel in there, start smelting up some sand, and while that's smelting, I might try and come up with a design for a little building for that. I think that could be really, really cool. Alright guys, so I've gone ahead and filled in all of these furnaces with sticks off camera, and now it's just time to put in the sand. So hopefully that will be a good amount of sand, so let's just chuck that in here, and I may as well chuck all of it in. If it uses up all the fuel, then that's okay. But anyway, you can see the sand is starting to come in here, and then that will get distributed across all the furnaces. So let's just wait until that starts actually going into the furnaces. And there it goes. Items are getting sorted through these things, and the hopper minecarts are going kind of slow. I don't know how I feel about that. And are more items going in the middle? I don't know, but anyway, we're already raking in the glass. That is totally, totally awesome. Oi, get out of here. Yes, so this thing is actually working. That is totally, totally awesome. Oh, I'm so happy that this is actually working. So there is a lot of sand in here, but it gets taken by the minecart incredibly quickly, which is always good. But it doesn't look like it's going to get it taken quick enough. You can see how fast it's going in, and then it gains 9, and then yeah, it doesn't input it nearly fast enough. So It's a bit of a problem I need to watch for, but anyway, I think that is really, really good. So now, I need to come up with some sort of decorative design for this thing, and I think I'm going to do that on camera. I'm going to gather some materials for decorating this thing, and I'll come back to you once I have a little bit of progress on decorating the thing. Right, so I'm trying a little design here with some classic stripped oak logs. I don't want that going into the hopper. Yep, let's take that out. I mean, it looks okay. I think I'm going to have slabs on the top half here to overcome this redstone. That's going to have to be a full block though, but I think I can put a wall here and maybe have a door on the other side because I'm probably not going to want to access this a whole lot, so I don't think I'm going to worry about it too much. Something else I also want to do is clear out this area and maybe put some birch planks in there. I think that could look good. And I don't know what I'm going to put for the roof. Maybe some sandstone? Some sandstone could look cool. I don't know if I have any of that, but I know I have plenty of sand. So, yeah, I can always use sand if I need to. But anyway, so let's head in here. Let's just check if we have any sandstone. We have endstone. Should we try and use endstone? That could be interesting. I'm not 100% sure because endstone has a little bit of a different hue than sandstone has, so I'm not entirely sure. Well, that and you can't make slabs out of it, so it's kind of, yeah, can't really do that anyway. So yeah, let's put the endstone back. Unless I do endstone bricks, it's probably not going to work. Can you do endstone brick slabs? I think you can. But anyway, I think I'm just going to go ahead and gather up a whole bunch of sandstone, which shouldn't be too difficult because my sandstone mining area, if you're wondering where it is just over in this direction. So I think what I'm going to go ahead and do now is place in the remainder of these sandstone slabs, so that they should go across the top here. And it is a little bit cramped in here, a little bit cramped, but I think it's alright. I don't think I'm going to worry about it too much. Wow, we're already out of fuel. That's not good. That is not good at all. So that is the interiors of this decorated. I do need to add some lights in here though, I have just realized. I can probably add some form of like a light at the end of the tunnel type thing. If I just place in a couple blocks like that. And I can make these slabs. They should be able to be slabs right there. And then these can't be slabs, and then I can just like maybe do something like that for the end. Oh wait, no, I do want to put glowstone. Alright, well, I'm going to have to come up with the rest of the design, and I'll come back to you once I have a design for the interiors and maybe something going for the exteriors as well. So I killed an enderman just then, and I was like, okay, I should probably kill this enderman, and I'll probably be able to go to the end soon. How many ender pearls do we have? Little did I realize we've been to the end. We have long gone. We've definitely been to the end. Anyway, something I want to try is put some composters in there. And the good thing about composters is that they actually let light through. So I can actually put some glowstone there, and that should provide us with some light for this room. Yeah, and I kind of like that. It's got kind of like a podzol-y texture in the middle, which I'm not the biggest fan of. I never really realized that until now. But you know what? It's kind of cool. I kind of like it. So I think I'm going to end up keeping it. Anyway, now it's just time to add in a couple more oak trims up there, maybe some glowstone in the top here, and then make a door out the back here. And I'm going to have to come up with some sort of an exterior design for this farm right here. Right, so I've come up with a pretty cool exterior design for the front of this. I was trying to show you, but these iron golems were being very loud. You can kind of see it out the front here. So this staircase goes up and into this little sandstony building. You input your items in here, and then maybe you'll be able to access them. I don't know, maybe the items can come through in a chest under here, maybe? That could work. That could work. Yeah, I think I'm going to do it like that. So I'm going to have a chest in the bottom here. So let's just pick up this along with all of the glass that's smelted, which isn't a lot for the amount of fuel that I put in. But anyway, so if I put in a couple chests just like that, I forget that you can't. Okay, there we go. And then maybe we can put in a couple sandstone stairs. So if I just grab some sandstone stairs, I had slabs. I could have used slabs. I could have used slabs there, but anyway. So you get the idea. We put that in there, and you can see we can access this chest. It's a little bit hidden, but I think that's alright. I'm not going to worry about it too much. and I kind of like how this building is coming together. Again, the builds in this area aren't meant to be the most detailed and amazing things in the world, so I'm not going to worry about the buildings too much. I'm just going to kind of go with what I want, with my instinct, I guess. Just, yeah, with what I want to build. So, I guess I'm going to continue this. I'll continue this over to here, and then we can do a 1-2 out from the side there with a similar sort of design. So if we do this, and then we can bring this across, and you get the idea. I'm going to cut back when I've got some more sizable progress. And they are the final blocks for most of the exterior of this thing. So what you're looking at right now is the roof. Because glowstone's so cheap, I decided to just use it here, just to illuminate the roof. Hopefully that'll mean mobs can't spawn on the outside here. Let's see, 10 block. Yeah, it looks like it is actually stopping mob spawning, which is good. Because I don't want mobs spawning on the roof of this thing. Anyway, if we take a look, oh, I kind of just want to put glass there because I think that looks really, really cool. Yeah, you know what? I think I'm just going to put glass there. Maybe we can put something else in that space up there as well. But yeah, I really like that. I really like that. Anyway, you can see here, it looks mostly the same as before, except for the roof. I'm going to try and get an aerial view of it. Let's take a look here. Yeah, there's a pillar there, but that's good. I like that. I do like that. Let's try and get a view from the iron farm. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, this looks complete just here, and I really like that. I really, really like that. And it's illuminated in the dark as well, which makes it even better. Oh, this space, it's starting to come together. It's starting to come together. Alright, well, I'm just going to head off to bed here, and I think I'm just going to fill that side bit in with glass. I know I'm meant to be gathering glass for the, you know, pathway project in the end, but I can't help it, man. I can't help it. I need to use glass for this. Oh, it'll look so cool. Okay, so I've just finished placing the glass in, and oh my god. Oh, look how cool that looks. Oh, I love that. I might have to tidy up the floor in there a little bit, and maybe, yeah, tidy up a few of the other bits in there, but oh, that looks amazing. That looks absolutely amazing, especially with the connected textures with the glass. Oh, I love it. I love it so much. Let's get rid of these blocks just for an unaltered view, I guess. Oh, it's so cool. It looks like a computer. It really does look like a computer inside of Minecraft. Just a whole lot taller, a whole lot bigger in general, and just, oh, it looks so cool. It's something I just realized. I will have to make some form of an entrance here, probably with a couple more doors, and yeah, it just goes into this area here. But other than that, this is looking pretty dang cool. Pretty damn cool. So now, I guess I just need to rip up the floor here, place in the oak logs just like I did over there, and place in the rest of the glass panes, which are a pain to place, by the way, because yeah, the hitboxes are so tiny. It's always been an issue ever since like the first version. These things were added, like beta 1.5 or something like that. Yeah, it's been an issue for a very, very long time. Anyway, I'm gonna fill in the rest of these. It makes the build so much more open, and I absolutely love it. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Alright, so now I think all I need to do is replace the floor in here, which I might just replace it with some form of stone brick. I think stone brick could look cool. So let me just dig out this area, and it has just occurred to me that my shovel is just about to break, and I should probably go and repair that in the end. But I'll do that in a second. But yeah, now I just need to replace the floor with stone brick, and then I also need to put hoppers going from here into the chest here, and we should be all good to go. Oh, that's totally awesome. Now, something I have just realized with these hoppers is that I've got to be careful of the redstone there, that it doesn't actually power the hopper. So I'm going to have to curve the hopper, or the hopper line around here, and I'm going to have to craft up a bunch more hoppers. That's what I'm trying to say. Jeez. Anyway, is that enough for 5 hoppers? Yeah, that's not going to be enough for the whole thing. But anyway, that's one side hooked up, and now we just need to hook up the other side, and then fill in the floor, and make an actual entrance to this place. And this project will actually be done. That was really, really fast. Really fast. I'm really happy with that. Something I also want to make sure I do is put a couple torches. this close. Okay, maybe not in that case. Maybe I don't need torches in that case. But I do want to make sure that I do put some torches in here to make sure mobs can't spawn, because there's nothing worse than having mobs spawning in your redstone and blowing everything up. So yeah, it didn't even occur to me that I wouldn't have enough. I wouldn't have enough stone brick. That's kind of annoying. That is kind of annoying. I'm gonna have to gather some more of that. But anyway, yeah, I like that. I like that. That's a building tip, by the way. If you ever need to fill the space with something, just use stairs. It creates depth. It looks good. But yeah, don't overuse it. I guess you can't. That's a tip for building in general. Just don't overuse things. But anyway, that is the Super Smelter project complete. Just like that. Boom. That was very, very fast. So yeah, I'm really happy with that. Really, really happy with that. Really happy how that turned out and how well it works. The only thing is that I'm going to have to worry about filling it up with coal. But I might go ahead and do that a little bit off camera between episodes. Just gather up a whole bunch of coal. And it looks like... This is why I hate big trees. You always miss a singular bit of wood. And it's the most infuriating thing. There we go. Now that should clear out. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and repair my tools. And then get on to what I'm going to be doing for the second half of this episode. Right, and while we grind Enderman at our Enderman grinder, which they should be coming in, yep, here they are, we have mending on most things, so this should be good. I have just realized I'm going to have to take off my armor, though, just like that, there we go. Anyway, so as I'm doing this, I want to talk about what I'm going to do for the second half of the episode. I don't know if I mentioned this, and I really hope I didn't say I was going to do a sugarcane farm, because I'm not doing a sugarcane farm, I'm going to be doing a flower farm. Because I'm going to need some blue dye. Well, I'm going to need some purple dye for the gateways, the pathway going across the gateways. I want to make it out of purple glass, so I'm going to need some purple dye. The red we have from the iron farm, but we don't actually have a sustainable source of blue dye. Obviously, we can get the blue dye from mining lapis, but that's not super sustainable. So yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing for the second half of this episode. Of course, for blue flowers, you have to go to a swamp biome. So that's where I'm going to be headed. I'm going to head over to the swamp, which is where we have the witch hut being set up. Well, the witch farm is currently. I do want to improve that in the near future. But anyway, our tools are fully repaired. So now it's just time to head back. And wow, you can see... You actually... Well, you can't see... the gateway void through the XP right here, which is really, really cool. You can see, and now you can see it. That's a cool effect. Anyway, I'm going to head over to where the witch farm is, and I'm going to be showing you the site of where I'm going to build this blue flower farm. Alright guys, so I am back at the base, and to be fair, I'm on a little bit of a time crunch right now. I haven't had as much time to record these videos. You may have noticed I have been missing a couple uploads. There's been a lot going on at this current point in time, so I apologize that I haven't been able to record and play as much on this world, but I'm going to try and keep the upload schedule to 2 times a week. I'm going to try my best and see how that goes. Anyway, so something I want to mention is I've sorted a lot of my items out here into bulk storage, so you can see I've got my bulk storage for dirt here, which is just a shulker specifically for dirt, and you know, some for specifically ender pearls, purple stairs, netherrack, you know, stuff like that, elytra, sand, all that kind of stuff. So now I'm going to head over to the witch farm and try and decide on a good place to build this. This is a bit of a predicament. I don't need light blue dye, I need blue dye. Right, that didn't even occur to me. I am going to have to go to maybe a forest or like a plains biome to get the blue flowers. They're the flowers I'm after, right there. I can't remember what they're called, like the lily of the valley or something, blue orchid, something like that. Cornflower. Those are the flowers I want to farm. So maybe if I go into this area, this is a out of place swamp tree. If I go to this area, maybe I can make the flower farm here. This might be a good spot. If I craft up a few things of bone meal here and just clear out a lot of the grass in this area, do we get cornflowers when we bone meal this area? Let's take a look. 1. Okay. I wonder, is it like flower forests, where it's got like a flower map? So it turns out that what are called flower gradients which is what I was talking about before, how different flowers only spawn in different places with the bone meal. They spawn in specific places. That only applies to flower forests. And these cornflowers right here, where are they? Right here, only spawn in flower forests, and plains, I believe. Or no, plains, sunflower plains, and flower forest. So, yeah, we are going to have to build this either in a flower forest or, like, right here. So I think I'm going to build it right here for now. If I ever need more of a flower farm, we can always go ahead and build it in the flower forest. But anyway, it's getting a little bit hectic right here. I think I'm going to fly home, which is just over here, to the mob farm, and head off to sleep before I end up dying from mobs. So I'm going to go to sleep, and I'm going to start work on this thing. I'll be back with you once I've got a little bit of progress made. And so the witch farm is there, the mob farm is there, and this is where we are building the flower farm. It's about halfway in between. It's a really nice place. I really like it. Anyway, so now it's just time to start work on this thing. I think I'm going to clear out a little bit of an area here. Basically, I'm going to do a 10 by 10 area because I've got 20 pistons. So, let's see here. I'm going to clear out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right here, go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then fill that with bone meal, just like so. I'm going to craft all of the rest of this into bone meal, chuck it in there. And then I will also add another nice little redstone signal going along here. I might actually do it one block down because I think the items can fall down here, which I don't really particularly want. Anyway, so let's run a redstone line right here out from this dispenser so that we can, of course, have the controller for all of it right here, I guess. And then, of course, run some lines out the back here. And then I'll be back with you once I've done a little bit more progress. I can't bear to do this on camera any longer. It's difficult, man. Doing redstone on camera is difficult. I'll be back with you once I've got a decent amount of the redstone in place. Alright, so the controller for this flower farm is going to be right here in the form of a nice little clock. And that one stick is very convenient. I'm glad I had that one stick on me. Anyway, let's place in the redstone torch on the side here. I apologize if my Minecraft playing skills are not up to scratch today. I'm struggling a little bit. I'm struggling, to be fair. Anyway, let's place that there and place that there. So then if we take an output from that, it should be the inverted output to that. Yes, there we go. So now, basically what I want to do is run these out by one more block, just like so. And then what I can do, I apologize if you can hear a dog in the background. Not too much I can do about that one. Anyway, what I want to do is craft up another sticky piston, create a couple monostable circuits right here. You can start to get an idea of how this is going to work. I have just realized, though, we might need a few more repeaters because the signal doesn't exactly reach all the way. But you can see, do the items fall through? The items don't seem to fall through, which is really, really good. Anyway, yeah, unfortunately the signal does not reach the full way. Maybe we can help that let me just get rid of this, by moving the monostable a little bit closer. Yeah, I'm going to try that. The monostable circuits have been moved closer, meaning we don't need any more repeaters, and this whole thing is pushing across. And it's causing a little bit of lag, to be fair. But anyway, something that I do want to try and do is take the pulses from these and run it into the dispenser down below. How I'm going to do that, I'm not 100% sure, to be fair. Maybe I can just take one of them just through here, maybe, and just create another little bit of a monostable circuit right here. I probably don't even need a monostable circuit. I can just... Okay, I'll have to create a little bit more delay, just like so. Okay, you can see this thing is actually working. And there was one cornflower, a couple cornflowers. Okay, this is actually working pretty well, I have to say. I'm trying to get a nice aerial view of this thing. Yeah, there we go. There is the flower farm. So normally you'd have like some sort of hopper minecart running underneath. I don't think I'm going to bother with that. I think I'm just going to try and pick up all the flowers on the top here by myself. So like just manually pick it all up. And I think that should probably work fine. But you can see this thing is working pretty well. We've got, I think a lot of those cornflowers were from before, to be fair. But yeah, this thing is working pretty well. So unfortunately we can't exactly AFK here. but it's still a pretty good farm. It's still a pretty cool farm. Anyway, let's turn this thing off because it causes a little bit of lag. But yeah, so that is our little flower farm here. I might add some hopper minecarts in, maybe off camera or something like that. We'll see how that goes. Anyway, I think that's gonna just about do it for this episode. I apologize if it is a little bit short. Yeah, I apologize if it's a bit short. I don't really have much time to record this episode currently. I've been getting a little bit caught up with different things, and I'm gonna try and get these episodes out more often, twice a week that is. And yeah, we'll see how we go with that. Anyway, I really hope you enjoyed this episode. Okay, actually, before I end the episode, I want to just show you, I've increased this farm's speed by a lot. And look how fast this thing is. This thing is ridiculous. Oh man, this farm is so funny. This is so much better. Look at how many flowers this thing is producing now. So I do believe each cornflower is, yeah, 1 blue dye. This thing will get us enough dye in no time, and you can see I have been chucking all of these flowers into different sorted areas. Unfortunately, we are going to end up with poppies, which we really don't need because of the iron farm. But anyway, we have different barrels and, of course, a double chest for seeds because we're going to get a lot of seeds. But just look at this thing. You can see my inventory doesn't have any flowers currently. Let's just run this for a little bit of time right here. Probably good. Let's turn it off, and that was just a few seconds. Let's see just how many flowers of each we got in just a few seconds here. So you can see, yeah, 10 cornflowers, and yeah, about 10 of each flower, which is pretty cool. That is definitely a lot, and of course a lot of wheat seeds. Almost 50 wheat seeds right there. So yeah, I guess I'm going to keep running this thing for a while, off camera of course, because I'm going to need a lot of these different flowers. Well, a lot of the cornflowers specifically, to be fair. So yeah, anyway, I'm going to go ahead and end off the episode here. So I really hope you enjoyed this episode. This is the second time I'm doing this outro. What happened there? Anyway, I really hope you enjoyed this episode. Sorry for getting distracted. If you did, please consider liking, subscribing, whatever. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.